In the state of Texas, only one matchup goes by the name of Revivalry. Everybody open their hymnals to the same page. Come under the tent as we come together with one accord for these old foes to clash again. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Got his man downfield. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And how about that start for the offense in this game? You could not ask for a better play. They come out firing, going down the field. They get a huge completion. What a way to begin this football contest.
And the Bears, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. You know, when these two first met in 1899, both schools were located in Waco. Of course, TCU eventually relocated, and relocating the Frogs in the conference realignment race over the years has stoked the fires of this rivalry.
And it's weird because Reese covered that game. And I know that because he was the sideline reporter. It was a 0-0 tie. Yes, both teams from the same region, so a lot on the line. We've seen some excitement with these rivalry games, and with this matchup, Jesse, I'm excited about today.
Me too, and I think when you think about Texas football, everyone's always talking about Texas versus Texas A&M. Don't forget about Baylor TCU. These fan bases do not like each other, and the action on the field seemingly always delivers.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Bears look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Cook. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
This offense knew coming into this game it was not going to be easy throwing against this defense. They're at the top of virtually every major statistical category when it comes to pass D, and the quarterback just found out the hard way, throwing a pick on the opening drive.
Wants to throw on first down. He's going to take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
Got it in the middle. It's Rossi. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the opening one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Looking for a gap. It's Young. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
He's got it. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires it incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Young. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
The screen, he can go. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
The defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Grab near the marker, it's Smith. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
The short hands, it's Smith.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Bears can really attack on this second and short. Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Bears come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
So now it's second and long. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. A strike downfield. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. The play action fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got him downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Now the play fake. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab down the middle. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Send its offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Catch in the middle, it's Shelton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Running back searching for a hole. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll try to get the first through the air. that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Holds and fires complete to the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Touchdown, Baylor! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Second down coming up.
And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Oh, he wants it all. And he will take it in.
trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to really pull that schooner ahead offensively. They're up by 7 over Arizona State. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Rossi. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Complete to the right. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. In the double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And they're not on the same page there.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
What a great job defending the comeback there by the defender, right? He was able to squat, transition, break on the ball, and knock it down. Could not have played that better.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Finds him out of the backfield. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on fourth down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your two-possession lead.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Got it! And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking.
Touchdown, Baylor! Quick strike through the air for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
To the air on second down. Right on target this time. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the...
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. The quick out. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two?
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
TCU.
Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24 to 10.
The score, Baylor 24, TCU 10.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
3rd down coming up.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Bears will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, its sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Horned Frogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Ezukama. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
The Horned Frogs are flying down the field. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Got it in the middle. It's Rossi. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
And the field goal unit is on the field. And they fake it. He wants to throw. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way. The 50. The 40. He's at the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown Bears!
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Oklahoma has the lead right now, but even though we've heard Boomer Sooner a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Memorial Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Arizona State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, running back on the move. Picks up the first down, still moving. He now has 80 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He's got it on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Quickly out to the tight end. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Grab behind the line, it's Hardy. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Snagged in the middle. It's Rossi. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
You know, in a play like that, 3rd and short, as a quarterback, you're looking for your easiest throw and your shortest throw, and that's to the tight end. He's a big target. He makes the catch, and now the drive stays alive.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Horned Frogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Zings it complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Hey, man, it's hard to throw down here in the red zone. These windows are tiny and they close fast. So there was nowhere to go in the end zone there, that time having to check it down. A nice job by the defense rallying and making a tackle.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. They'll give it to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he knocked that one right down the middle.
Baylor, 31, TCU.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it, and the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the 1st, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Punt is on its way. Cradles it at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead. Get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Quickly complete. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Got it behind the line. It's Ezukama.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down coming up.
The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a crease. It's Young. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Young. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
With this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. You got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Bears line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the air on on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Ezukama. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Man, what a great play by the defender there. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and against an outstanding wide receiver one-on-one, he's able to knock the ball away and force an incompletion late in the game with everything on the line.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Looking deep down the right side. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
TCU.
You want to talk about big-time throws. This dude has a missile launcher attached to his shoulder.
And he fired that missile in the perfect area. But how about the receiver? You got to go up and make a play, too. Catch the ball with everybody around you. You know where the ball's going, and he's still able to come down with it. What a play.
So this likely just to get the final score a little bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll go for 2 here. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
And makes the score Baylor 31.
They'll line up for the onside kick, just 1 second to play, and really their only hope is some type of penalty for an untimed down. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. And they're looking to tack just a few more points onto this lead late. The field goal is no good. The lead is still 6 after the miss. This rivalry might not always get the headlines in the state of Texas, but it is full of passion and the